to come in to do work. He gets jammed up. Doesn't know where he's at. He's like an alien. He's walking around the unit. I don't know what the hell happened, you know? But he was talking like this. But not a ballsy kid, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell you, the guys from New York, Ganji, Carmine Sessa, Johnny Pate. You had a couple guys from Jersey there. You had Tommy Riccardi. You had Don Borghese.
Wow.
A lot of Colombo guys. All in and out of the units. I mean, at that time...
Can't believe that many guys were in and out.
Yeah, and you talk about all the Colombo guys that flipped, they still had to put them on separation. So if you were a Persico guy,
right,
or if you were a little Vic Arena guy, they still separated them. And then you had this one and that one, and then Lucchese guys, and then this guy, Bonanno guy. I mean, it was, you know, I know how it is today, but back then the units were, a lot of stuff was going on. But it was interesting because the units are a place, like it's a very secretive place, and people always, they want to know.
Yeah.
You know,
Where
so
was it?
We'll go over that.
Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be good.
So now I told you about, I broke the kid's jaw, right?
Right.
So in the feds, they got a system where you get what's called a shot. So if you get into a regular fight, you're like in a 200 series, 220, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a fist fight, right?
Okay.
But both of you are engaging, you know? But if there's damage involved, it gets up to 100 series. So 100 is murder. 101 is the second worst. Serious assault or whatever it was, right? So now, mind you, I'm thinking when they let me out of the hole, they shipped that Cuban kid to Phoenix, right? They let me out of the hole, and I'm still, they almost ripped up my agreement for that. I remember the prosecutor came down, he was fuming.
Yeah.
And the agents went to bat for me, and they're like, hey, it's still prison. It's a fight.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Know? It's going to happen. Just that Frank got the better of him, you know? So if I didn't have the agents that I had, they would have ripped my agreement up. Wow. They would say you can't have them in the units, right? Now I'm walking in Farrington, right? I'm into my routine. Out of nowhere, okay? The BOP comes, right? I'm just walking. He locked me up. I go, for what?
For what?
The shot finally came back around that the agents
and
didn't do it.
Gone months already.
Listen to this. The agents had nothing to do with it. Prosecutor's office had nothing to do with it. It was the BOP.
Really?
They come back and they says, we're formalizing the shot to a 101 series.
So you're screwed at that point.
We're throwing you in the hole.
For how long? They don't have to tell you.
Well, good question. So I go in front of a board, and I'm there, and I'm arguing with them. I'm saying, but I don't understand. This thing's supposed to be whatever. So they said, we're going to put you in, and they gave me 10 months.
In the hole.
In the hole. Here's what happens now.
Whoa.
I get locked up in the hole, right? The hole wasn't that bad. Like, it's bad. Don't get me wrong. You're locked up 23 hours a day. You don't have no contact. You come out of there, you're like...
Yeah, you're almost a zombie.
Yeah. But I had a shower inside the hole. So it was a big room. It was a bigger room than normal.
Okay.
The ceilings were high, so I made it better because I was in holes where you really feel like you're in a can.
Hole. Yeah.
So the ceilings were high. I had a shower in there. And I had a lot of room so I could...
You can move around.
Work out, I can move around, I could do whatever, right? So you kind of get into a pseudo routine, you know?
Even in there.
Even in there. You don't know what time it is. You tell your time by the trays you get.
Okay.
So when the door knocks up, they got to have a sergeant there. You know, 2 cops have to go and lower the thing, and then, you know, one guy's got to be there to make sure the tray's going. It's bullshit, right?
Right.
Well, when the door cracked in the morning, I knew it was breakfast. So I knew I had to be around 5 to 6. Right? Lunch came around, you knew it was 12 to 1. Yeah. And then dinner time came around, you knew it was 5 or 6, right? And then we had to make a phone call. They would walk in a landline.
Really?
They would walk in a landline.
Plug it in.
Plug it right in and time you. That wasn't bad.
How much time they give you?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wild.
Once a week.
Was it always 20 minutes?
Once a week.
Only once a week?
Yeah.
Man, that's some serious punishment.
If you behave, then it goes to once every other week, then it goes to once a month. It depends how good you are, right? And it caused no trouble. That's where I learned that technique when I told you with Joe Beck.
Yeah.
I was talking to the wall.
Yep, talking to the wall. It worked.
Yeah, they'll go up to the wall.
Have a conversation. Yeah.
I picked who I wanted to have a conversation with that day.
But it kept your sanity going.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because you were, in your mind, you're having a real conversation.
Yeah. They let me out of the hole, right? So you go out for your hour rec for fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
They give you like a half deflated ball, doesn't even bounce. You walk around maybe 1,000 times, it's a mile. So you say, fuck that, you know? And then, you know, so you're in your cell, you're doing your push-ups, you're doing your burpees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a popular exercise in there is burpees because you can do them anywhere.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I should be
Explain
doing them
that.
now.
I don't think anybody's going to get that, but you may have to explain that.
A burpee was designed by somebody invented it, where you're standing up. You can stand up straight, and then you squat down and get into a push-up position. You could do a push-up, and then you kick your legs back up, and then you could either add a jump. You could add a jump to it. There's a lot of things you could add to it. Oh, man, they get you in shape. I should be doing that now. But anyways, burpees, push-ups, chin-ups you could do off the top bunk.
Okay.
You know, you got to like, you know, halvesies. You know,
you got to fold your legs under and just
you're folding your legs and pull them up.
Yeah.
So you get creative in there. Yeah. A lot of reading. So
did you have to stay in there for 10 months then? Did you do the whole 10?
What had happened was I kept appealing, all this other stuff. On that bit I did, it was 10 months. But then you had opportunity to go back in front of the board. You know, they weren't trying to really.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, so I did probably on that, I did about 6.
That's still a pretty long time.
So I came out of there, and I had to literally like learn how to walk again. Because you're coming out of there and you're like, you're looking around.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, you're coming out and you're like, wait a second, you're moving slow. You're moving very slow because you're kind of getting, you're not used to all the space, you know? Yeah. And your skin is green because you're just, you know.
Yeah. You're in the dark.
But don't forget too, here's what happened. What happened was when the fight, here's what happened. When the fight first happened, I was already in the hole for like 4 or 5 months.
Right, that's right. We talked
let me
about
out.
That. Yeah.
They gave me 10 months on the charge. Okay. So I fought them. They didn't want to give me credit.
For the 4 months.
For the time I was locked up. Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
I got them to give me credit where, okay, give me credit on the first 4 months, 5 months that I did pending.
Makes sense, yeah.
And later on, you give me 10. Why I got to start 10 now like it's fresh?
Yeah. I already did 4.
The same
that incident. Was your case. Yeah.
Right. So they agreed to it, you know. So technically I did 10 months, 4 and 6.
4 and 6, yeah.
Right. Anyways, I get out of the hole. Now I got to be extra careful because I can't get into one fight.
Yeah, you can't do anything, really.
Can't get into nothing now. And then, you know something too? A lot of guys know that.
Of course.
So now
they have the advantage.
Nah. You know, you can't do
nothing, Frank. Right. Yeah, I get it.
But I tell you the truth, though, I had guys in there that would fight for me. Knowing
That's even better. Yeah, knowing that you can't, so.
Yeah, and I tell you what, those guys were the Philly guys.
In the game, Uno. Shout out to my Usos, killing bills like Uma. Balls travel from Pluto, big truck soprano, gabagool and